Hello class, this video is the part 3 of exam 1 review. We're going to continue to 20, oh yeah, actually I already did first 20 questions, right? We are on 21. 21, solving, combine like terms. Combine like terms. So I see 4 terms in the expression. 1.9x minus 2.7 y minus 3.9 x minus 5.7y. That's what we have. Among the 4 terms, this one and this one, they are like terms. And this one, with the sign in it, okay? Yeah, they are like terms. So we are going to, how about we put the like terms together, get closer to each other. 1.9x minus 3.9x and then negative 2.7y minus 5.7y. So I just switch the order, then the like terms can be next to each other. Now let's combine them. When we combine like terms, we combine their coefficients. We keep the variable part unchanged. 1.9 minus 3.9 is negative 2, bring down x. And here, negative 2.7 minus 5.7. Both are negative, so negative 8.4. And copy y. 2 plus 5 is 7, 8.4. So that's the answer, okay? Negative 2x minus 8.4y. Negative 2x minus 8.4y. Please always double check your entry, because all that matters is what you have in the cell, right? Negative 2x minus 8.4y, right? Question number 22, solve equation. Well, this one just, think about which value would satisfy the equation. Which value add on top, add with 14 gives you 0. Only negative 14, right? Only the opposite of 14, add with 14 gives you 0. So the answer is negative 14. The answer is negative 14. Question number 23 is a word problem. It's about little Melinda. Has nickels and quarters in her bank. She has 8 fewer nickels than quarters. We covered this problem in the class. The numbers is different. I remember the problem we covered in the class. The number of nickels is 10 fewer than the quarters, right? The way to solve the problem is the same. 5 cents nickels, 25 cents, 9 quarters. So let's say, how many quarters does she have? Since the first question asked about the number of quarters, we're going to let x be the number of quarters, okay? Because Melinda has 8 fewer nickels than quarters. That means she has more quarters than nickels. So if the number of quarters is x, then the number of nickels would be 8 less than x, right? So it's x minus 8. We can use parentheses to frame it. So here, x minus 8 is the number of nickels she has. X here represents the number of quarters she has. Okay, so that's the meaning of the two expressions. X is the number of quarters she has. X minus 8 is the number of nickels she has, because she has fewer nickels than quarters. So we minus 8 fewer. And we want to convert 5 cents to dollars, which is 0.05. Convert 25 cents as dollar 0.025 dollar. And we're gonna multiply the worth of 1 nickel with the number of nickels plus the worth of a quarter multiplied by the number of quarters. The result is going to be the total value of the money she has in the bank, which is $2.30. Okay, now let's solve the equation. We're going to remove the parentheses. 0.05 times x, 0.05x. 0.05 times negative 8 is negative 0.4 plus 0.25x equals 2.30. All I have done in this step is to distribute, remove the parentheses. I did not change anything else. Next step, we are going to combine like terms. We have, let me move this window and I can. We have 0.05x, 0.25x. They are like terms. We can combine them, combine their coefficient. We have 0.30x minus 0.4 equals 2.30. Okay, and plus 0.4 and 0.30x. That's on the left side. On the right side, we have 2.3 plus 0.4, that's 2.7. Seems it doesn't let me to change the color. And then we divide it by 0.3. X equals 9, right? 27 divided by 3 is 9. That means she has 9 quarters. And how many nickels she has? She has 8 fewer than, so she only has 1 nickel. Well, since the, oops, did I enter something? Yeah, this is really hard. It's supposed to be 9. You'll have the problem because you don't have to change the window like this. And the nickel 1. Let's double check the answer. 9 quarters. If she has 10 quarters, how many dollars that is? 4 quarters make $1, right? So suppose, yeah, so four quarters make $1, 8 quarters make $2. One more, that is $2.25. $2.25 we add with 1 nickel, which is 0.05, and that is $2.30. And it is satisfy the condition. So that is the correct answer. Okay, we are very sure it is correct answer. Let's continue. Question number 24. A number is doubled and then increased by 5. The result is 71. What is the original number? Okay, let's see. The original number is x. Okay, the original number is x. The number is doubled and then increased by 5. The result is 71. What is the value of x? Okay, let's solve the equation. 2x. Okay, so it's a pretty simple equation. I'm going to minus 5 from each side. 2x, and the right side 71 minus 5 is 66. Divide each side by 2. X equals 33. But we can double check the result in the sentences, right? 33 is doubled, we have 66. 66 increased by 5. 66 plus 5 is 71. So it is the correct answer. You don't have to wait for the system to grade it. You are sure it is 33, right? Question number 25, solve equation. And this problem is very convenient if we use the side and sign technique, to be honest. I think let's try to switch the colors, it just slow it down. I'll just do the black color. And then we want a 9x. So we have 4 terms in total. We want a 9x stay on the left, and move 7x from right to the left, negative. Is positive on the right, negative on the left. And keep 16 here, and move -6 over positive 6. This term is negative on the left, is going to be positive on the right. Okay, now we have like terms collected, we can combine them. 9x minus 7x, 2x. 6 plus 16, 22. Divide each side by 2, we have x equals 11. You can double check. 9 times 11 is 99, 99 minus 6 is 93. 7 times 11 is 77. 77 plus 16 is also 93, so it is correct. Please not enter 93, enter 11, that's the value of x. Question of number 26. Simplify or distribute. Okay, multiply, use the distributive property. Okay. Parentheses, -8 minus 5b plus 2, close parentheses, 5ab. And we have a parentheses. We want to apply the distributive property to remove the parentheses. It's important to know what's the coefficient. The coefficient is what you are going to distribute to each terms in the parentheses. In this case, the coefficient is to the right of the parentheses. It is 5ab. If you want to, you can write it in front of the parentheses. The same thing because of the commutative property. Okay. So now we're going to distribute. We have 5ab times -a, and then 5ab times -5b, and then 5ab times 2. 5ab times every single term in the parentheses. So 5ab times -a, negative 5, a times a is a squared, b. It is a little bit more challenging, this problem, than the problems we practice in the class. But it should be similar with the problem you are practicing in the assignments, right? So here, positive times negative is negative. 5 times 5, 25. ab times b, ab squared. And 5ab times 2, double 10ab. This is the result. There's nothing we can combine, knowing those two are not like terms because a squared b and ab squared are different. When you enter the result, be very careful. If you mess up just a little bit, you do not have the point. -5 a squared b, -5 a squared b, minus 25 ab squared. Plus 10ab. Okay, I'm going to, I need to double check. 95 a squared b minus 25 ab squared plus 10ab. Okay, that's correct. Question number 27. Solve the inequality. Okay, very good. Let's see the inequality. We want to isolate the x on the left side, right? That is the ultimate goal when we solve an inequality. Separate. Okay, I'll just use black. Left side and right side. And we want to isolate the x on the left side eventually, right? So we want to get rid of 8, -8 from each side. Cancel. -3x is bigger than 11 minus 8 is 3. And to isolate the x, get rid of -3, or change -3 to 1, we are going to divide. We are going to divide each side of the inequality by -3. And a very important thing here, Since we divided by -3, we have to switch the order of the inequality symbol. Okay? 3 over 93, 91. So the answer is x is less than -1. It says in the parentheses, type an inequality. So we're gonna type what do we have? X is less than -1. And that's the solution. All the real numbers that are strictly less than 91, okay? Oh, not done yet. I have to choose the graph. Since we have strictly less than, there's no bar under this symbol. We're gonna have a circle, open circle at 91. Yeah, the bottom two. Yeah, let me make it bigger. So x is less than 91. This one, right? X is less than 91. This 91 open circle and to the left of 91. So that is question number 27. Okay. Question number 28. Solving equation with the fractions. So we have 5 minus half x equals 1/8 times x. All right. You should see we have 3 terms in the equation. There are 3 terms in the equation. 2 of them are with x, 1 not x, right? So we can collect like terms. We can move this term over. So we have -1 over 8x, and bring down half x, and bring this term over. So we have -5. So I hope you see what happened in the step. We have 3 terms. Half x stay on the left side. 5 is moved over to the right, so positive become negative. 1 over 8x is moved to the left, positive become negative. Now we have the like terms collected. We can combine them. Okay, I'm gonna combine the coefficients, -1 over 8 minus half, keep the variable part x. And when we added the 2 fractions, we needed them to have the same denominators, right? So we want to multiply this top and bottom by 4. And this is -1 over 8. This is -4 over 8. 4 over 8 is the same with half. And -1 over 8 minus 4 over 8, -5 over 8. -5 over 8 times x equals -5. As you can see, both sides has a negative sign. We can just get rid of them at once. So we have 5 over 8 times x equals 5. And then we want to multiply each side by the reciprocal. This product is 1. That's the reason we multiply by the reciprocal, right? So we have x on the left side isolated, on the right side we have 8. Because 5 over 8 means 5 divided by 8. Means 8 divided by 5. Divide by 5 and then multiply by 5, we go back 8. We can totally check the result. It's always good to check. If we plug in 8 on the right, we have 1. If we plug in 8 on the left, then half of 8 is 4. So 5 minus 4 is 1 as well. So yes, we are very sure 8 is the correct answer. Question number 29. Solve and graph the result. This inequality is very simple. X plus 6 is bigger than or equal to 8. Separate the middle, -6 to isolate x. We have x by itself now on the left side. On the right side, we have 8 minus 6, which is 2. We do not need to change the direction of the symbol in the middle because we do not multiply or divide negative number, right? We subtract the number. That doesn't change the direction. So it is x bigger than or equal to 2. type. Yes, x bigger than or equal to 2. I'm going to make it bigger, this one. Oops. Didn't mean to do that one. I'll do this here. X is bigger than or equal to 2. X is bigger than or equal to this symbol, 2. X is bigger than or equal to 2. X is bigger than or equal to 2. So we should have a solid dot at 2 and to the right. The region would be to the right of the number 2. I think it's B. It's going to be B, okay? To the right, from start with 2 and it goes infinity. And at the 2, we have a solid dot. Question number 30. Solve the equation, okay? It's going to be -7 if you can see which number multiply 30 gives you -210. So you have to multiply the negative number, right? Because 30 is positive, x has to be negative in order for the product to be negative. And which number multiplied 30 gives 210? 7. Because 3 times 7 is 21, right? So 30 times 7 is 210. This is going to be -7 for sure. And this 31. We're going to stop here. The rest of the 10 problems are going to be in part 4. All right? I'll see you in the next video.